being done with that job, I then transitioned to become an Uber driver. So I was an Uber and Lyft driver for a good 2 years and some change, maybe. Um, don't mind me. 2 years and some change, and I'm probably gonna go back to doing it maybe like part time, low key. It's something that I actually so it did take a toll on my body a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I did have, like, when I was younger, it wasn't like some car accidents with like my mom and my sister. One of them was like twice, like a whole like a month and everything. It was a lot. And so I do have some like muscle memory in like my neck and shoulders, and sometimes I'll just be tense. Not like I have like rocks as like knots in my neck and shoulders. So that really took a toll on my body, but it was good money. I like controlling how much money I made. I like the fact that I could get up. Okay, it's different because for the other business, doing a life insurance agent, it's like it is your business, but you do have somebody above you that's kind of like pushing you and make sure like you're kind of like on the right track and help you get sales and all that like jazz and stuff. But like Uber is like totally on you and you're just driving. Like it's simple. I pick you up, I drop you off, or I pick up your food and I drop off your food. Like, you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. It's not too stressful. It's pretty easy. I actually enjoyed it. I had like great conversations with people. Um, got great books, like just good stuff. I actually enjoyed Uber. Aside from like the toll on the body, like I enjoyed it. I liked the money. It was great. Um, and then what happened? Oh, I think Corona happened. That's when I like kind of slowed up on Uber, but I was doing like Instacart, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, and stuff. And then what happened? Oh, I got into Forex. I can't wait to get back into it. I think it's one of those gems where like people don't know about, but it's one of those things where a lot of people think it's a scam, but it's really about, if you're talking about like LML, are you talking about MLMs? But it's like people think that it's not a get rich scheme. Like if you think that's what it is, then you already have the wrong mindset. Cause like it's a skill. Like you really do have to learn the skill to know when's a good time to enter, when's a good time not to enter, when's like it's being volatile, when's like, oh, it's a retrace, or like, you know what I mean. There's a lot of components to it. Um, so if you think you can go into it no skill and think you can become like a thousandaire or six-figure person overnight, that's not how it works. Unless like that's really not how it works. Unless you have like a really good mentor who's like walking you through, or somebody who's teaching you really well. Either way, you're gonna have to learn it. You can self teach, but I think that's kind of like just a longer process. Just to like learn the strategy and get to know that. But I do think it's one of those gems where like it's for anyone, but it's not for everyone, because it's just like you have to put in the work in order to like get the results that you're seeing or want. Um, so that's something I'm definitely gonna get back into. And I'm also here doing this, starting my own channel / podcast. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, just so I can have like a platform where I can just talk about everything that I've learned. I've been like on like, I would say like a personal growth journey. Starting like, I want to say like 2 years ago now, and it's been like so life changing, like so life changing. It's kind of like when somebody says like, oh, when you're awake, it's really hard to go back to sleep. It's definitely like one of those things, like for sure. And once you know the information, it's kind of like you can't like not do anything about it, because it's just like it's one of those things, like if you know better, then you do better. Okay. Ever since like I've heard that quote, like it's always like stuck with me, because it just makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you do better if you know? Only the people who don't know kind of like really getting out, like, you know what I mean? And if you do know, then you're just complacent, or you don't care enough, or you're okay with whatever, and you shouldn't be, because at the end of the day, like I said, there's a lot of words going on. So my growth has been I'm still growing, I'm still learning it. So that's the point where I'm at in life right now, where I just want to create my own businesses, my own platform, where I can just be transparent, share the information that I know and learn. And trust me, it's a lot to take in. It really is. Like, if you think about these things long enough, like, you really can get depressed. I'm not even gonna hold you. But it's one of those things where you just like want to like take in the information, but not necessarily internalize it or personalize it. It's just like, okay, this is the information, and now I know. Now, how can I use this information to better myself or better people, or just like whatever? But don't process it as like it just is. You know what I mean? Like, everything is just is. And once you really just like process that, I feel like will be happier, because you're not stressing so much. You're not worried. You're more focused on the things that you do want than the things that you don't want. Like, you're too busy like manifesting that. And I think that's part of like the whole waking up process and tapping into your power, because I feel like a lot of people's been asleep and letting life been happening to you, or society happen to you. And where do you think that energy that you're not using is going? You know what I'm saying? So that's been my like journey the last 2 years, and I think everybody just needs to know. And if you know, to just be more inspired to speak about it, and then if not speak about it, then do something about it. Even if it just starts with like yourself, like, you know what I mean? And so that's really why I wanted to start this, is to share everything I learned and have like these dialogues, because I feel like they're so important, like so important and necessary, and it should be regular conversation. That's how bad it is. Like, the Matrix got us so distracted that people actually get uncomfortable talking about these topics that I'm going to be bringing up, because it is foreign, because we are considered normal is so abnormal. And that's definitely what I want to talk about and what we're going to dive into. So that was basically just a tidbit about myself. So understand, if I'm coming out saying something that may sound out of pocket, it doesn't resonate with you, or just may seem false or whatever, please understand I'm not here to change nobody's like thoughts, feelings, perception on anything. It's your job to do research, or it's your job to just tap into self to know, okay, this is real, this is not. I'm not here to mess up nobody's comfortable. I have a speech impediment sometimes. But comfortability, because that's comfortable for you. Like, you know what I mean? If that works for you, that makes you happy, like you are good when you wake up every morning, you're totally okay with what happens, and what, like, if you're happy, I'm here for you. I'm more happier for you than you are for yourself. But if it does maybe irritate your soul, don't say, well, your soul, that's your soul telling you like, hey, I need to fix that, or I need to do something about that, because it ain't right. So, and understand, like I said, I'm an immigrant. I came here when I was 4, was raised by a single mom, was raised Seventh-day Adventist, went to school, got her degree, even started nursing school, did 2 semesters, and I stopped. And I will get into it, not on this episode, but another one, as to why I stopped going to nursing school. It was a personal decision. So please, when I say that, I'm not dumb, I'm very intelligent, I'm very open. Trust me, I struggled a little bit too. I've always been an open-minded person, but I was still kind of holding on to the way I was raised, my environment, and everything that I knew before, compared to knowing the information that I know now. So that's what I just wanted to tell you, guys, so you can get to know me and why you should even listen to me in the first place. But it was a pleasure getting to know y'all, because I will be getting to know y'all. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, okay? I put your notifications on, because this is gonna be an ongoing thing. This is gonna be one of my ventures in life that I've always wanted to do, and I'm gonna stick by it. So I'm happy I got to share that with y'all. But I'm gonna go do something real quick, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Okay, Cass is out.